The Bulls versus the Bears. Get in the game. www.tackletrading.com.
Hello out there, traders, and welcome to Tackle Trading. Today is Thursday, January 28th, and I'd like to go over the market recap with you on the tackletrading.com website. So if you go to the recent post, there it is right there, market recap, Jan 28th. Let's jump into that and read it. I know you guys can read this on your own, but I just want to make sure that you got a couple of tips here. So why not? So here's the market recap. I'm going to jump into this right now, Jan 28th, 2016. Markets were up today, as you can see up here. Not too bad. They actually pulled off their highs. I put in here earnings frenzy, and oil is the puppet master. Why? Because we're following the oil news basically in the open and overseas news. That's all in the report here. Markets are higher on speculation regarding oil output cuts. And we also have a lot of earnings. That's why I put earnings frenzy up here. Advanced decliners 2-1 today. Twice as many stocks up than down. But on the NASDAQ, not as many advancers versus decliners. It only outpaced it by a couple hundred. So the internals were definitely stronger on the New York Stock Exchange than they were the NASDAQ. What kicked off the mood today also was Facebook. Had a great day, up 14 points from their earnings last night. And Under Armour, a retailer I didn't think would have such great earnings, but not too bad. And Caterpillar, not too bad also. For more in-depth news, click right there. Also today, Thursday, there's about 200 companies reporting earnings today. The big ones will be after the bell, Amazon. And what did it do after the bell? It dropped about 13%. Microsoft went up about 4%. Those are big moves, both NASDAQ companies. Tomorrow, I will be watching closely ExxonMobil and Chevron. Why? Because there's a lot of turmoil in oil. And I'm just wondering how it's affecting these oil companies. So as you go through here, of course, you're going to see the economic news. And I also put in some earnings to look out for tomorrow. Here's ExxonMobil right there. That's the big one tomorrow morning. And also we have the charts. What I want to pay attention to is the weekly chart. If you click this, this will open up in another tab. If we break that last support of 1812, now we're jumping down to 1737. This is a weekly. Don't forget to look back on your weekly charts on a longer time frame to find the big support and resistance areas. If you weren't sure what the market found support on 1812 here, well, what it was is if you look back in October 2014, there was an 1820 support and 1814 right there. So it's like a double bottom right there. So now we just triple bottomed that. By the way, if this triple bottom breaks, if we go back down that way, it's real easy for it to drop to 1737. One more little thing I want to show you really quick is as earnings comes out, how do you know what it's doing after hours? Well, I put a link in there. There is, right here under earnings, more in-depth after hours movers. You can click that right there and it'll take you to the after hours report that I like to watch. Here it is for Amazon today. This gives you the big movers and shakers after hours. Also, what I like to do is if you go to the website and just go to Yahoo Finance and put in any symbol, like if I put Amazon in here, see right up here in the symbol lookup, right below today's quote, look, it was up 52 points today, 8.9% after hours, down 87 points or 13%. If I put Microsoft in there, so this is what I'm going to be doing when I see Chevron and ExxonMobil's earnings come out tomorrow. There it is again, after hours, Microsoft up 2%. That's where you get after hour quotes. If you want to find it on your brokerage, I use Thinkorswim. It's pretty simple. Here's the chart. Here's Amazon. I'm going to zoom in here. Here's the earnings date down here. Here's Amazon. Looked like it had a great day, right? Well, then all of a sudden earnings came out and it gapped down. How do I see that on the chart since tomorrow's not here yet? Just go to intraday chart. I'm going to go to a 1, 5, or 15, 30-minute, 1 hour, or 4 hour. We call these intraday charts. Anything less than a day is intraday. I'm just going to drop it to a 5-minute. The gray area here is after hours. So here's today and after hours. Here's where it finished today. After hours, all this gray area, look at the gap down on earnings. It's currently trading after hours at 548. That's a big drop. That's a big drop. That's a big drop from the high today of 636. We're talking almost a 100-point drop. There you go. A couple little tricks on looking at earnings after hours and what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. One big thing about the market recap, the sectors. Pretty much all of them are bearish. I'm not going to bore you by going into all these, but utilities, flight to safety, look how bullish that is. And that's why we did so good on Dominion today in our option report. Grab some profit on those calls. If you're not getting the option report, you're missing out on some great candidates. And also we have gold. We also nailed that one in the option report with calls. Two out of 3 days it was up. Nice run there. We took some profit on those too. And silver finally joining the party. We have a covered call going on this. We like covered calls on slightly bullish stocks that are cheap to buy and don't go bankrupt. Great candidate right there. We've been playing this many months. And keep your eye on the rest of the world, setting up for a swing high here. If this triggers a swing high with a lower low, you can expect our market to follow. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy the market recap. We do our best to put out the best. And talk to you soon. And tune in to Tackle Trade.